10, guys. Let's try to fit up all the places.
It can all fit.
Okay, one more person in there, guys. One more person. Go. Go, sit in front.
I want to sit in front. Front row. God, imagine if the rails break and we start to lean forward. I can't fit. Dang it. You're gonna try. Oh wow, this is hard. Oh, never mind. I can fit.
Everybody's fit. Everybody's good?
Yeah.
Everybody's space?
Yep, we're on the monorail now.
I'm always the only one. I always. Dang it.
Benjamin.
Okay?
Hi. Hi, people.
I like my spot.
Miss Soto, hello. Hi.
We speak English. Is Kevin being around? We don't know.
Kevin.
Tell his mom that we have the other two.
I'll go get Kevin.
No, William. Tell his mom she has the other two. We have Kevin. They have Kevin and Albie.
What?
I speak English.
Mom,
he's not.
I'm not me.
Yeah, we do.
No, I'm not. I swear to God.
I want to stick my hand out so badly.
I don't.
Don't. Before you fall in. How am I supposed to fall in? I don't know. Like there is a bump that you fall out when you're standing. Oh, we're in B1.
No, you're not goofy. You're just plain old.
We're in part B1.
If I do, you put it.
Wow.
You know, my son will go. If you get a master.
Oh, no.
Oh, you get ability here to ever shoot a master. And Tommy.
Evan.
Yay, why? Justin, be patient for once. Justin's never patient. There's plenty of things done now.
We're going to see Tiger.
William, the trip is going to take 20 to 30 minutes.
What's up, man?
Hello. Now, allow me to also introduce our safety expert in the back car, Javon. Let's all say hello to Javon.
Hi, Javon!
Now, today you will be our field scientist in training. After we cross the Bronx River, we will be transported to Asia. We will visit animals from China to India, Cambodia to Nepal, and more.
Whoa.
Now, for your safety, I need everyone to remain seated at all times with their hands and feet inside of the car.
You got it, dude. I don't think your feet can get outside.
Sounds smooth like my mixtape. Yeah, Justin.
Now, here at the Bronx Zoo headquarters of the Wildlife Conservation Society, we're working to save wildlife and wild places around the world. We have scientists and eco guards working in the field and zookeepers working here at home to protect a wide range of life. Now, I will point out animals as we approach, but I will need your help. Scientists and get observation skills to learn about animal behaviors and ensure their health. Let me know what you see and share with other guests. Think about what an animal is doing and what your observations might be. We have now traveled over 7,000 miles and arrived in Asia. Be on the lookout for animals. Now, Asia is the continent with the largest number of deer species and the number of deer species can be challenging for our zookeepers. It seems that our deer are on the other side of this meadow, so we're going to catch them in about 7 to 8 minutes. While we wait for our deer, you might be noticing the birds.
Look, it has its feather dust!
National bird fowl. Calm down. Feathers to attract the females, the peahens. Now we're going to listen to one of our zookeepers sharing their day with the deer.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm part of the Wild Asia Keeper team. We call this area Kanha Meadow, where we care for about 40 Barasingha deer, 15 axis deer, 10 black bucks, and a pair of muntjacs. We start our day by checking on all the animals, making sure they are healthy, behaving normally, and safe. Sometimes, fawns and calves are born overnight. Newborns are given a neonatal exam, which includes weighing, vaccination, and tagging for identification purposes. While the animals are in the meadow, we prepare their nighttime holding areas so that they have a safe and clean place to spend the night.
Farmers in Indonesia live with wild animals, like elephants, which we will see shortly.
Elephants?
We're going to pass by elephants. What? We're going to see tigers! We're going to see tigers!
Oh my God. This unit creates many different ways for farming to continue in close proximity of wild animals. One strategy was to soak ropes in chili powder and place them around the crops. Elephants not like chili and leave the farms alone, allowing the farmer and the animals to share the habitat peacefully.
Wow.
The next animal we're going to see is the Mongolian wild horse. They seem to be on top of this hill, so we're just going to catch up to them in 1 second.
Over the castle on the hill.
Look, there's a turkey. Has a gobble.
I see it.
Where, is there even turkeys in China? I mean Asia? Oh yeah. I guess that's where they get Thanksgiving.
Oh, I see the horse.
Where?
Up
You
on
do?
the hill up there.
Oh, I see it too.
Oh, shit, nothing. Blind.
Well, the tree's in the way. You're gonna see it just now. Look at the horse.
Oh, I see it.
Now we all know that a species that is extinct no longer exists, like the dinosaurs or dodo birds. So the next animal you'll see was on the verge of extinction. In fact, the Mongolian wild horse was extinct in nature, meaning that they could only be found in captivity. Recently, there have been some reintroductions of Mongolian wild horses in several areas of Mongolia and China, from herds in North America and Asia too. Now we do have 2 more horses here. They seem to be on up this other hill.
Look at that. Look at those horses. I can't do it.
Now, as you're looking at these horses, what differences do you notice between the Mongolian wild horses and the domestic ones you're used to seeing? You'll notice that they have a stockier build, shorter legs, and an erect mane, which is missing a piece of the forelock. That is the piece of mane that falls over the forehead. Now, the Bronx Zoo received its first herd in 1902, and today we have had over 50 Mongolian wild horse foals born here at the Bronx Zoo.
Look at the birds.
That's a lot of.
Look at all the horses. Whoa! Oh, look at these. They're grooming themselves. So adorable ish, kind of.
Oh, look, I'm right there.
Trip to Kazakhstan, thought about the ongoing successful efforts to bring these horses back.
I know, look, as well.
The world needs happy stories. Watching the impossible become possible and achieve
Baby, no, stop.
what's happening today compared to Boston's horse.
Let the door open every time.
What is here? Where's the elephant?
We are now on the lookout for 2 vulnerable endangered species. One is going to be the brown antler deer, the other is a gaur. Now, if you look to your right, you're going to start seeing these large chocolate brown animals. These Okor gaurs, they are the world's largest wild cattle. Now, males can weigh over 2,000 pounds, as much as a small car. They stand up to 6 feet tall and are 10 feet long. With their large size and impressive horns, a male gaur can fight off just about anything, even a tiger. What threatens these huge animals?
They're like,
They're looking at us.
they're like
They're gonna attack us.
They're like oxen. Slash bison, slash bulls.
Now, if you look directly behind the gaur in the back, you're going to start to see our brown antler deer.
I think
Now, brown antler deer is their name from the curved shape of the male
What's
deer
this?
antlers.
Look, they're sitting down. They're sitting down.
Your battery is dead, Daddy? Classified as vulnerable, these deer are continuing to lose their wild space. In many places, herds must resort to feeding on crops as their natural habitat.
Oh, look, there's a deer. There's a deer over there, all the way in the back. Oh, look at the deer. Why would you say that?
Bison don't kill deer. Bison don't kill deer. Fine. Did we see take now? We're getting to it.
Now, as we practice our scientific observation skills, you might be hearing a noise coming from the concrete jungle rather than an Asian one. It is easy to forget that the Bronx sits in the heart of an urban environment, but the noise you may hear behind you now is now traffic on the Bronx River Parkway. This large gray fence directly in front of us is used to reduce the noise of the city's traffic for our animals.
Oh, we're right next to the
Now, as we round
highway.
this corner, we are now on the lookout for a tiger. Tiger stripes.
Tiger!
My favorite
animal!
Adult tigers are typically solitary and never out in the wild, which is why you're only on exhibit at a time. As we look for the tiger, I'm going to ask you to lower your voice and to remain seated. It seems our 7-year-old Siberian tiger is on the other side of this meadow. His name is Anakin. We're going to get a good look at him. He's going to be in the front coming down now.
There he is.
Now, tigers have a variety of animals, but prefer wild pig and medium-sized deer. Typically, a tiger will gorge itself on fresh kill, eating as much as 40 pounds at one time. That's the equivalent to 160 persons in one sitting. As the male of that size, a tiger would not usually eat again for several days. Tigers are endangered. Habitat loss, migratory, and poaching has more reduced tiger numbers. As a result, there may be 3,000 tigers left in the wild today.
Only 50 bears.
You have to remain seated at all
Pandas are
times.
in Asia.
WCS works with many species of tigers in the wild and at the zoo. Here is a note from one of our field scientists about his experience working with rangers to protect tigers in Indonesia.
Hi, my name is Farul Alama. I'm helping the rangers of the national park in doing their forest patrol. There was a time when we found some tigers' footprints in the jungle. But then we also found that some snares are installed inside the forest, which become threats to the animals.
They're monkeys.
To make sure that the tigers are safe.
Now, if you look up this hill towards the right corner, you're going to start to see the brow antler deer. They were the deer that were with the Gower in the last exhibit. And if you need a closer look at tigers, you can visit Tiger Mountain. Oh, they're in the corner laying against the fence line. Now, in this next section, these are going to be the animals who missed when our tour first started. If you look at those beautiful honey-colored deer that you are seeing, Barracina deer get their name.
That's Bambi! That's Bambi! Right there!
That's the one that's trying to close you.
That's Bambi! Look, there's Bambi over there! Hi, Bambi! We're sorry for your mother's loss. Oh my god, look at the peacock! The peacock. But it smells like and look at the ducks! The duck is there. Oh, I like ducks. I smell a lot of poop. There's nothing here? Oh, look all the way over there! Wow.
Now this next animal
that's the animal
area it calls home. If you see what looks like a pig with upper tusks, very rough on the top of its snout and curved backwards towards its eyes, you have found a pig called the Babirusa. Now the fact that the touch resemble antlers earned this pig its name. The word Babirusa means pig there in the Malay language. Babirusas have very little hair in their body, and their skin color allows them to blend in with mud and rocks. Babirussas are found on the Indonesian island of Sulawesi. Now our first Babirusa is our male Babirusa Kenneth. He's walking away from the train right now. So you'll get a good look at him.
Wow, he's naked. He's a warhol. That's nasty.
Now our next animal is the world's largest land mammal, so no binoculars needed. We now can see our Asian elephants. African and Asian elephants are an iconic animal worldwide, but unfortunately are still in the wild. Now, when we pass the elephants, I'm going to have to ask everybody to keep their voices low. We don't want to scare her. This is Happy, who is about 40 years old. Now, the first thing you'll notice about our elephants is their size. Asian elephants can weigh more than 10,000 pounds, so they have to eat a lot of vegetation. For example, our elephants can eat up to 200 pounds of hay each day and drink 60 gallons of water. Now, elephants here at the Bronx will get lots of personal attention, including baths and pedicures. The large tree stump to the left of that pool is their elephant-sized back scratcher.
WCS works in the field with both African and Asian elephants. Here is a note from our field scientists who work with Asian elephants.
My name is Johnaidy, and I'm the Elephant Conservation Coordinator for WCS Indonesia. The first time I saw a Sumatran elephant, I thought, this is a magnificent creature. They will be safe because they are so big. But the truth is, they have declined 50% since the 1980s. Even though rats and insects cause more damage to crops than elephants. Because the elephant is so huge, psychologically, it seems more threatening. So when there is conflict, the farmers poison the elephants. In response, we created a crop protection unit to mitigate conflict and send the elephants back into the park. And it's been a huge success. Since we started in 2003, no elephants and no people have been killed.
Now, as we come into this next section, bring your eyes all the way to the right in the mud wallow. You're going to see our 22-year-old Indian rhino, Penny. Now, once again, bring your eyes to the right in this next section, and in the mud wallow, you're going to see our 22-year-old female rhino, Penny. Now, many people describe rhinos as armor-plated, but they are actually covered with a layered skin that has many folds. So the skin of a rhino may look thick and tough, it is actually very sensitive and needs protection from the sun and from insects. One of a rhino's favorite way to protect their skin is to sit in a mud wallow just like the one in this exhibit. Since Wild Asia opened in 1977, many rhinos have spent time enlarging this wallow. By stomping around in the mud, a rhino can shape and mold the area to its liking. Now, today all rhinos are highly endangered. Less than 2,000 Indian rhinos survive in India and Nepal. Here at the Bronx Zoo, we care for 9 endangered rhinos. Now, caring for this animal is one thing, but breeding is a huge challenge. Female rhinos are pregnant for 16 months. A baby rhino will stay with its mother for 2 to 3 years, although weaning may only take up to 12 months. We have had 11 baby rhinos born here at the Bronx Zoo, and our newest calf was born in the summer of 2013.
The rhinos you see here are Indian rhinos. We work with habitats all over the world that are homes to rhinos. Here is a note from our field office in Sumatra, Ed Wulan, who works with the Sumatran rhino.
Where is it?
Sumatran rhinos are the smallest of the world's rhinos, and they are considered critically endangered.
My name is Milan Kusuri, and I'm the Species Conservation
Oh, look at the duck.
for WCS Indonesia program. We carried out an island-wide survey of the last wild population of Sumatran rhinoceros in Indonesia. With so many unknowns on how to manage Sumatran rhinos in the wild or captivity, our studies showed definitively that we must protect them at source. The cost of doing nothing could be the extinction of the species, and I can't imagine that.
Now, as we leave our rhino area behind, we need to be ready as our skills are about to be tested. In the next 2 areas, you will see what a challenging job our zookeepers actually have. Now, Asia is the continent with the largest number of deer species and is well known for its deer diversity. So, in these next 2 fields, we're going to be looking for 4 different deer species and 1 kind of antelope. Now, one deer might be easy to spot at 5 feet tall. Another is only 40 pounds and barks almost like a dog.
Whoa.
So, coming up in front of us, we're going to have our nilgai antelope. Now, the females have the yellow-brown coat, while the male is the one on the right with his bluish-gray coat and horns. Now, the word nilgai means blue bull in the Hindi language.
Wow.
And they're going to be on the left of this exhibit here.
Ooh. Baby.
Now, that large chocolate brown animal you've seen is called a sandbar deer. We actually have more on the other side, which we're going to catch up to in 1 second.
Is it the yarn? Oh, butter. Jeez, is there anything? Oh,
now, if you start looking to your right-hand side, these small sand deer that you're going to start to see are called hog deer. Hog deer get their name because they are short and heavy like hogs. These deer also move like hogs. They creep, run low, and duck under things rather than leaping over like most other deer. And to the right on this 5th line, we have our Formosa Sika deer. Formosa Sika deer are native to the island of Taiwan, formerly known as Formosa. Today, they are only found in zoos in the national park in Taiwan. And if you look all the way in the back towards the left-hand side, you're going to see some more chocolate brown deer. Those are called sandbar deer, just like the one we just seen. Now, sandbar deer are the largest deer in southern Asia. Males can stand up to 5 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh as much as 650 pounds. And in this next section, it's usually hard to see these guys at less than 40 pounds. They might be easy to miss. These are China's tufted deer. These are full-grown adult deer. Now, an interesting fact about these deer laying in this field, when alarmed, their call sounds very much like the bark of a dog. Just like the white-tailed deer here in New York, tufted deer have a white-tailed rump, which can be important for deer communication. When alarmed, the deer raises its tail, showing a flash of white that can say danger or to help a fawn to follow its mother in flight. Now, those beautiful little deer that you just seen are very rare in zoos outside of China.
Oh, no. This one here. Oh, no.
We are now rail passing back over the Bronx River. Thousands of commuters cross this waterway every day, but underneath the highways and our elevated tracks, the river still rushes along, providing a habitat for ducks, turtle, fish, and migrating birds. Now, whether it's the Bronx River in New York or the Irrawaddy River in Asia, rivers are straight are a vital resource for wildlife everywhere.
We have a more long trip than we can do.
Now, the rocky terrain in this next area is the perfect environment for our next two species. Both are adapted to climb rugged mountain slopes.
Where?
Now, if you look on the left of this tree behind the tree, that is a Himalayan tarland, and this grass over here. Himalayan tarland are a relative of the wild goat. And if you bring your eyes over here to the bottom of these rocks, this guy with the long horns is a male macaw. Now, the female macaw is sitting on top of this rock. Macaws have been known to climb trees in order to reach fresh leaves.
Oh, wow.